Hello everyone, welcome to a special edition of In the Box Seat. We'll chat to Chris Munce as they're about to open up their Gold Coast stable with son Corey. So Chris is joining us ahead of what is going to be an exciting adventure for them.
Plus we'll preview Friday night's meeting and also, of course, May 23rd coming up very shortly. So let's get into the show.
Straight off the top of this week's edition of In the Box Seat, we're joined by Chris Munce. Chris, an exciting time for you and Corey about to open up a stable here at the Gold Coast.
Yeah, Mitch, really looking forward to it. We're kindly offered 20 boxes by the Gold Coast Turf Club, and we will start with them on Monday, the 14th. We start to move horses in and get the show on the road, basically. So it's really exciting. We're looking forward to it.
The stable's really expanded over the last sort of 12 to 18 months, and now you've got the base at Eagle Farm. You'll have 20 horses here at the Gold Coast, plus you've got the Spelling pre-training farm at Bow Desert. It's really taken off.
It is, and it's going great. I mean, we've got some beautiful young horses coming through. You know, the old horses, obviously, as they reach their mark, we sort of turn them over, but the young horses coming through are really exciting. I think, you know, for the foreseeable future anyway, we've got some nice depth and got some really nice horses coming through.
The last 12 months, Group 1 winner, obviously with the Tats Tiara, and then a really good Magic Millions Carnival, Vain Girl winning the Magic Millions debut, Payline winning the Syndicate. Things have really just ballooned for the stable, and you're winning the good races that you want to win as well.
Yeah, that's right. I mean, that's to me, I think that's probably a very important factor. As I said, we don't have 100 horses in work. We've only got 46 horses in work at Eagle Farm. So, you know, we have to try and target our horses at the right races. And it was good to win that Syndicate race with Payline, as that was a horse that I'd sort of said to the owners all along that was a race I wanted to win with him, and they were a bit sceptical. But
ride.
Yeah, it was. No, it was good. He was one of probably as good a rider I've seen. He's a very good rider, Damien Lane. So. But, you know, as I said before, on the standings, Metropolitan Premiership standings, you know, we're running fourth.
Yeah.
But, you know, I think we're running second on prize money, so second or third on prize money. So it's good, and, you know, we just got to keep capitalising and keep improving.
Was it something that you always wanted to venture to after riding, or did it just sort of slowly creep up on you? Oh, I might give this a crack.
Yeah, look, I mean, I've always just really loved horses. If anybody knows me knows, you know, apart from riding, I was always more about the horse and riding the horse and learning about the horses. And I was, whatever trainer I rode for, whether it be Gay Woodhouse, Jack Denham, or whatever trainer, John Size, I'd always be curious and ask questions. And I got to a stage where I'd sort of had enough of the day-to-day mundane race riding.
Yep.
And I thought, well, I'll just challenge myself a bit more. And some say I went from the fat to the frying pan. It could be right. It could be right. But, you know, I enjoy the horses. I love being with the horses, and that's what it's all about.
Was there some mornings that you got up at 3 a.m. and go, oh, why did I choose this? I could have gone off and played golf.
Every morning that alarm goes off, I think, why am I doing this? But, no, look, it's good, you know, and I've been asked this question so many times, and my response is, you know, when I was riding is a hobby compared to now. This is a full-time job.
It is, isn't it?
It is. Yeah. It's a business. It's a full-time job. You know, you've got responsibilities with employees and staff and owners. You know, the owners with their horse, they have expectations. You've got to be able to, I suppose, control that to an extent, because they all think they own Winks.
Yeah, that's right.
So that has to be contained, and so there's a lot more to it than just sort of waking up and training a horse.
Absolutely.
Speaking of owners, there were some wild scenes here on debut night on December 20, our first full night meeting as well. But I think the way that the Girls Syndicate celebrated with Vain Girl winning the Magic Millions debut, it really added for the night. And by gee, she gave a sight in the Magic Millions as well.
Oh, she went super, Mitch. And that night, it was funny on the debut night. That syndicate was put together very well by Paula Newnham, who works for us, and she got the ladies together. A lot of them, I think, live in the same apartment block as her. And she rounded them all up, and they took a share in this Blue Point filly, Vain Girl, and they just had a wonderful time. You know, she trialled up a bomb twice, and just kept on raising the bar every time. And it was funny because early days, probably about this time of the year last year, 12 months ago, she was a filly that I never thought would even run as a 2-year-old. She was very immature and had a very hot temper and didn't handle the pressure of it, so we just had to back off her. And it was more about timing getting her timing right, because, as I said, I never thought she'd make it as a 2-year-old. But, you know, we were able to contain her energy and contain her excitement. And on that night, she went unbelievably well. And you're right, Magic Millions Day, I couldn't have been more proud of her effort. You know, like, wasn't ideal that CJ led, but she rode her as well as she could, and she was the bunny for all the others, and was still there within the last 100 metres.
Absolutely.
So, you know, it was a credit to her.
You must be really chuffed about how Corey's come into the business, partnership, training partnership. Do you still have to clip him under the ear from time to time as being the father?
No, look, he's for me, he's actually very good, because he's got a very calm demeanour.
Yep.
And probably more so with me, I get a bit not hot-tempered, but I get
like Bangor.
I can get a bit highly strung, but Corey's very calm and sort of thing, and he's probably a bit more rational than me sometimes, which is good, because we bounce things off each other and we can talk, and you know, we don't always agree on things. But more times than not we do, you know, and we just talk things over, and it works good.
We'll touch upon the winter carnival. You've got Poster Girl. She goes to the mile on Saturday in Brisbane. She's on
test to see if we can get to an Oaks distance, and she'll come back to the fillies next start over a mile. She'll go to the 3-year-old fillies race.
The Princess Stakes, and then potentially a Gold Coast bracelet here. Correct. We mentioned Payline, the sprint sort of series for Payline.
Yeah, he ran super at weight for age in the syndicate, as you mentioned, and he's always been a horse that we've thought would measure up to that sort of grade. He's a very good track worker and very good galloper, so he will line up. He jumped out on Monday and went terrific at Eagle Farm, and he will line up there next Saturday in the Ascot Handicap 1,000 metres.
Vain Girl's in the paddock, but Cool Archie, who ran a big race in the Magic Millions from a wide gate as well, trialled recently at Doomben.
Trial Tuesday, went really well. He'll line up next Wednesday as 1,200 metre maiden plate. He'll start off.
Should be hard to beat there.
Yeah, well, look, barriers are everything, I suppose. He's, you know, if he draws a nice gate, he's certainly going to be probably the one to beat. But he'll then press on to all your 2-year-old races through. I believe he will get to the mile of the JJ.
Yep.
Just a lovely colt. He's kind nature, very willing, genuine. So he'll head to those sorts of races.
You have already won a Tats Tiara, but Navy on the Highway potentially on that path as well? Yeah,
potentially. She kicks off Saturday fortnight. Yep. So she runs on the 26th, just in a benchmark 85,000. Because we've missed a trial with her, we had to readjust her preparation slightly. I had intended to run her in a 1,200 metre first up, but because I've missed a trial, I'll probably just run her in a 1,000 metre race, and I suppose essentially, for want of a better term, it'll be a second barrier trial, but she'll still be there to run well. But then she gets on the right leg still to run in the Bright Shadow and all those fillies and mares races through to the Stradbroke.
A lot of options. Have you got a winner over the weekend?
What do we got? Well, I think Poster Girl's in a nice race. You know, I really think she's there. I know the horse I'm running in the No Met Win, Chief Witness.
He's flying.
He's going really well. The other day he had a big weight on his back. He's much better suited at No Metro Win grade, and I think he's going really well. So he's probably one of our major plays for the weekend.
Best of luck over the weekend. Best of luck with the venture here at the Gold Coast. We look forward to seeing you around, Chris, and
thanks, Mitch.
Keep up the good work.
Thanks, mate.
Chris Munce joining us on In the Box Seat. What a pleasure it was to have Chris Munce on the show this week.
A fresh face.
Big team heading towards the Winter Carnival stable, having a great run of things, and great to have him now based here at the Gold Coast.
Absolutely. Royalty here on the Gold Coast, I say. Racing royalty.
I thought you were the only royalty on the Gold. Some other racing news. Brett Kavanagh has opened up a satellite stable here at the Gold Coast, roughly around 10 to 20 work. Brett, very successful trainer. For a number of years in New South Wales. He's had a base at Albury, and then for the most recent part has been at Scone. He's got some nice horses coming through the ranks, and wanted to sort of, there's some track works happening at Scone as well, so a good time to set up a base here during the warmer winter months instead of that cold temperature at Scone. And he's got a number of horses in over the weekend. You'll see the name pop up more and more regularly. Brett Kavanagh here with that satellite stable at the Gold Coast. Emotional win here on Saturday for Geordie Grob, of course. Go back about 6 months ago, Geordie unfortunately had that fall, which he had some bleeding on the brain, some really serious injuries from a track work fall. but he's bounced back and he's now training. He's got a few horses in work, and he had only the 2 runners in on Saturday, but he got his first Gold Coast victory with Network Error, a horse that he picked up online. It was a tried horse, and there was some great scenes here in the mounting yard on Saturday. So well done to Geordie. Network Error winning for the stable. Jai Williams, double last week, absolute perler of a ride on All's Fair to win the last. Come from back in the field, went right through on the inside, and he's in hot pursuit of Jace McMurray in the Jockeys Premiership, Jai.
We always love it when the Premiership comes down to the wire. We love it at the end when 2 competing trainers or jockeys come head-to-head. So it'll be very exciting to watch out the end of the season with those 2.
Absolutely, it certainly will be. And Adam Campton scored another winner with Synergy in Motion, so he's now 5 clear on the Trainers Premiership as we head into this weekend's racing.
Yes, this Friday night. Very exciting. We can't wait to be back racing at night. Obviously, Silks Under the Stars, presented by Wilkinson Seafood. They obviously were on the race meeting a few weekends ago, and obviously with the transfer of that because of weather, they're now on board tomorrow night. So we're very excited for that. So key timings for that: the members' gate's going to be opening at 3:45, with the gates opening at 4 p.m. for the general public. All function rooms, if you're in one of the restaurants or one of the corporate suites, those will kick off at 4:30. First race 5:21, and last race is at 9 p.m. if I'm remembering correctly.
You'll still be awake.
Bongo Man. We have Bongo Man James Mack in GG's from 6:30 till 9:30. So that's where everyone's going to be after the last in GG's.
Was that the Bongo Man at the Total
It
Tour?
was.
He is a ripper.
He is one of the best. We love Bongo Man. We can't wait for him to be here.
Excellent. I will be
finishing off the night.
I will be bouncing along to those bongo.
I might even ask for a go on the bongos.
Yeah.
We'll have to wait and see.
No, looking forward to that. He is well worth
he is.
kicking around after the last 4.
Absolutely. And speaking of night racing, obviously May 23rd, our feature night is coming up. We are now on sale to the general public. So pick up your tickets for that night, obviously featuring the $1 million Magic Millions National 2-Year-Old Classic. So another amazing one to get along to. That night we'll have all the entertainment, we'll have drone shows, we'll have lots of things happening. I'm sure Bongo Man will make an appearance as well, so lots of things happening on that night. Pick up your tickets now, on sale at gctc.com.au.
When you think about it, we've got this Friday night meeting, we've got April 19, the double header, Bow Desert, Anzac Day, and the Gold Coast on the 26th. A nice little rest, one weekend off, and then Hollandale and straight into the Friday night. The Winter Carnival is fastly approaching.
Absolutely.
I know Chris Waller's bringing, from what Charlie Duckworth's text message to me, was the strongest team that they've had in a number of years. So
there we go.
Looking forward to seeing. They wouldn't say names,
no,
but the strongest team. So it's all sort of watch this space. Couple of big races, obviously, this weekend, the Queen Elizabeth. We had the Doncaster last weekend. A few names will come through that. And then next weekend, the All-Age Stakes, we see Antino and the JRA Plate. There's always 2 big races that particular weekend as horses head towards the Winter Carnival. So we'll keep you posted here on In the Box Seat.
Got to watch the show to find out more.
And you've also got to watch the show to find some winners.
You absolutely do. What a good segue. Man, we're good
at because
this.
I tipped one last week, so that's why it's a good segue.
Yes, you did have a winner. I always talk about my wins when I get them, so I guess we've got to talk about yours.
Rich Mints at 350. Yeah.
Great work. My one, I think, came close to last. But anyway, we won't talk about that. We'll look forward to this weekend.
Yes. What have you got?
What have I got? Like I said last week, I'm sure you could look at the tips and find it straight away. I've gone race 1, number 2, Red Code.
Red Code?
I love the name, as
Tony
always.
and Maddie Sears?
I feel like I sound like a broken record, but it is running its maiden race, but it trialled really well in Toowoomba, came first in its trial. So looking ready to run, I think, ready to win. I
did watch that trial. It won by a big space. They had an impressive winner at Ipswich during the week, the stable. Another 2-year-old on debut. And it's got a weird name, Uni to Pirata or something like that. It won a trial here and then went to Ipswich and absolutely bolted in. So
there you go.
Watch the stable there, Red Coat in the first. I'm with him, Pendor, in race number 6 for the Matthew Dunn stable. It's had been knocking on the door of late. It's got a good draw, Andrew Mellion. I reckon it gets its chance to break back into the winner's circle. Race 6, number 5 in Pendor.
And we're also going to look at the Queen Elizabeth Stakes. Obviously, lots happening down south, so we can't miss it. I am going to go via Sistina, I think. obviously has just done so well as of late, and I'm just going to stick with him.
Via Sistina, $1.60.
Okay, no, I thought you were going to say I said the name wrong. I
No,
got really worried there for a second.
No, you've been well trained.
Yes, thank you. Who are you going?
I'm going to tip a roughie to run a place in the Sydney Cup.
Oh, okay.
Strath Tay. Ran a good third in the Menyon Cup behind Ella Cance, who's the favourite for the race.
Yep.
Then I thought it had a nice Sydney Cup trial in the Chairman's last week.
Yep.
$34 and $6 the place. Probably lacks the class to win it, but it will run the 2 miles out strongly. I reckon it can run top 3, something like that. Strath Tay.
So I give you a favourite and Mitch gives you a roughie. Perfect.
Yeah. Well, let's hope one of us wins.
Fingers
More so
crossed.
me. That's our show this week. We'll catch you again next week.